Welcome to another video of Where is Diane Going Today? I booked myself on a charter bus to go up to New York City to visit the Met and Central Park. I've been taking charter buses for a very long time and thought this would be a really great way to get some downtime, quiet time on my way to the city that never sleeps. I had my itinerary all picked out. I had planned to visit the Met to see a special exhibition and also to visit Central Park to the Bethesda Terrace and Bethesda Fountain, which I have never visited before. Once the bus dropped us off, it turns out I actually got to go through Central Park to get to the Met. The weather also wasn't bad. It was a little overcast in the morning, which was fine, so it was nice and cool to walk through Central Park. And then later in the day, it warmed up, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. It was really nice to walk through Central Park after being on the bus for nearly 3 hours, so I got to stretch my legs. As the Met and the famous steps came into view, I realized how busy the Met actually was on this day. And the reason for my visit, seeing Silence, the paintings of Helene Schjerfbeck. I was really excited to see this show. I learned of Helene Schjerfbeck from Jennifer Higgey. She's written some really great books, and I highly recommend you look those up and read them yourself. The show had a very interesting layout. It had the majority of her self-portraits on one side, and the other side had a variety of, let's say, landscapes, still lifes, and other types of artwork of hers. I'm one of those people who love to look at paintings and check in on the details, whether it be signatures, dates, little dabs of paint that highlight something, or hear how she did the shape of the hands. I was really fascinated by that outline there. And while many will say she wasn't so colorful as, let's say, other painters, I really found her use of color fascinating, leaning towards the pastels. This is a little more bold, a little more graphic. It was a self-portrait she created for one of the associations to hang. But I really loved her use of color. I think it was something to take note. A little bonus, on the other side of this piece was a self-portrait that was found. She has an absolutely fascinating history, and I love seeing her work. Thank you to the Met and their team. After viewing the Helene Schjerfbeck show, I decided to walk around a little bit. European paintings, Impressionism. Took a look over here, always beautiful. And I also did go into the Raphael exhibit, but it was overwhelming and I kind of rushed through, so I'm not including that here. But you should definitely go see it. After a few hours at the Met, I took a break, got a little bit of lunch and a coffee, and made my way over to Bethesda Terrace, where I was surprised by the number of people in this area. Again, I'm a first timer. I've never visited Bethesda Terrace or the fountain, so I didn't know quite what to expect, but I didn't expect this many people. But again, I went on Good Friday, which is a vacation day or holiday for most people, and the weather was just improving, so I don't blame people for being outside on this day. But my real quest in coming to this area, because I wanted to sketch Bethesda Terrace, especially those arches. So I brought some sketch materials with me. I brought a pith sketchbook, a smaller sketchbook, which I didn't end up using, and just a few select materials. But what I did not know is that I would have very little time to do my sketches. I had maybe 10-15 minutes at the most for each sketch, so I found one view of the fountain through the I don't know what you call it, through these columns here. And I did a quick sketch in Ecoline marker. It was very basic. I only got the shapes down and the basic view, nothing detailed, but it was just something I wanted to record to remember the moment. Here is where I wanted to focus the majority of my time. The Bethesda Terrace with the archways. Absolutely beautiful if you've never been there, and is a unique feature of Central Park. I don't have the history on it, otherwise I would share some facts, but I really just knew of Bethesda Terrace. I've seen it in, movies and on TV, and it was one of those features that I always wanted to see and never made time for it. And this time I made sure to visit and to sketch it, and I really enjoyed getting the basics down in the very short time frame that I had. And I'll share a little bit of my sketching here. I underestimated the amount of time I would have to sketch, so I was really disappointed in the time crunch, but I did get the basics down using the Ecoline markers and this marker pen just to fill in the shapes. And this was the point that I got to with a couple of color pencils, and that was it. That's as far as I got, and I had to go and get the bus. But I, in fact, did not get the bus. I missed my bus departure by 4 minutes, so I was able to sit in a nearby park and actually work on my sketch a little more. And this is the point I got it to before I had to go find somewhere to charge my phone, waste some time, and then caught the bus home. Overall, it was a great day, tiring, overwhelming, filled with inspiration, and then home. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.